when we got too close. They never seemed to actively hunt us, though. And of course, that snake thing over there helped Camus. I did notice something else, however. When we were resting at one of the campfires, a group of snake things rushed toward us. But they didn't attack us. They charged the elves sneaking around our camp. The two groups don't seem to like each other. They may even be at war. The little elves are ruthless killers. They call themselves the Shadow Walkers. As far as this one can tell, they hunt and kill anything that enters this town. Camus never saw her. Oh, what a choice. Like deciding whether to roast slowly or leap right into the flames. There is no good answer. But if we were seeking allies, Camus would choose the elves. They are strong and capable. They could... Well, the friendly snake thing did help me. We shouldn't dismiss them out of hand. They lack organization and fighting skills.
Well, I mean, personally, like, me being Wood Elf and all, it's like some kind of... I should be favored over the Wood Elf here, but, yeah. Let's just see their opinions.
For what it's done, but they adhere to an ancient promise that will never come to pass. I can help you, though. No one knows that tower better than I do, but I need to ask for your help in return. You have to help me convince my clan to break this ages-old agreement. I know you can't forgive my clan for what it's done, but they adhere to an ancient promise that will never come to pass. I can help you, though. No one knows that tower better than I do, but I need to ask for your help in return. It's important. You have to help me convince my clan to break this ages-old agreement. We've guarded these woods and that cursed tower, assuming that one day Molag Bal would reward us and let us return to Valenwood. But that's never going to happen. Like me, you've been outside this forest. You know about Molag Bal's plan. You know about the plane meld. You have to tell them that our agreement is worthless. How can we ever return to Nirn if Molag Bal destroys it? Those monsters. We've been at war with them for ages. My people will never listen to you if you take their side. The Shadow Walkers are powerful. We would be of great help to you, but only if you aid me and convince my people. You've seen my people fight. We're trained to kill. It's what we do. Maybe if you can show them that Molag Bal has been...
We shall help you enter the tower, but first you must help us against these foul wood elves. Do not listen to their lies. They murder our children for no reason. Please, you must help me save the little ones. We never asked to be dragged into Cold Harbor. We never made a deal with the Daedric Prince. But ever since we got here, the Wood Elves raid our nests and slaughter our children. This cycle of murder needs to end. You are a hero. You stride through Cold Harbor with confidence, and not even the Wood Elves can touch you. You can win this battle for us, and we will be in your debt. We will show you how to enter the tower, even help you in your mission. They are monsters. They destroy our eggs and slaughter my people. If you aid the Wood Elves, we can never trust you. The Lamias are powerful. We would be of great help to you, but only if you help us end our war with the Wood Elves. I know you can't forgive my clan for what it's done,
but they adhere to an ancient promise that will never come to pass. I can help you, though. No one knows that tower better than I do, but I need to ask for your help in return. It's important. I knew you would help me. I'll show you how to get into the tower, but first, you need to convince my people to end their service to Molag Bal. And to do that, you'll have to prove yourself to my... In order to help my people, you're probably going to have to do some things you may not like. You need to accomplish a deed of honor before the leap. I don't want to get into details with the Lamia standing nearby. Meet me at the bridge to the east of here. We'll talk...
You disappoint me, outsider. Choosing to side with murderers.
delayed. It was harder to get rid of Zignith than I thought it would be. Now, what were we talking about? Oh, I remember. Before my people will even listen to you, you need to perform an honor deed. It has to be an act that... something they would expect one of us to be able to accomplish. To really make an impression, you need to hurt the Lamias, kill them, burn their eggs, and defeat their champion. Even our strongest warriors haven't been able to accomplish that. Do these things, and that should be enough to get you an audience. Maybe. That's certainly more than any of my people have been able to do. It won't be easy, though. She's a powerful old snake. Her cave is at the highest point in the Lamia camp. champion is dead. Let's return to the camp where your friend was killed. There's a portal stone there that we can use to reach the council.
So this is the outsider that Faranil has been dragging around the forest. Interesting. You're lucky, outsider. The only thing keeping me from sticking my knife in you right now is our code. But if you think I'm gonna help you, think again. You dare challenge me? You test my patience, fool. Be gone, before I forget my manners and got you where you stand.
I wasn't expecting any of the Shadow Walkers to be here. They haven't attacked yet, so that's a good sign. Well, I told you that killing Lamias would get their attention. You performed an honor deed. They respect that. Hopefully that respect will last long enough for you to help me before they decide to kill you. You stay here. I'll go see the council and give them the Lamia's head. That should be all the incentive they need to agree to listen to you. In the meantime, talk to the Wood Elves here. Any information you gain is just another arrow in your quiver. I'll return shortly. You'll be safe here, I promise. Why not get to know a few of these Shadow Walkers while I'm gone?
You're lucky, outsider. The only thing keeping me from sticking my knife in you right now is our code. You're lucky, outsider.
You don't look tough enough to have beaten the Lamia champion, but even a mighty storm starts with a light breeze. Still, I'm not sure I should help you, but you seem to be on Faranil's good side. Maybe if I give you some advice, I'll get...
Faranil is like a sister to me. I almost convinced her to give up her foolish plan, and then you showed up. Well, since you made it this far, we might as well try it her way. I guess any chance, no matter how remote. I hope I don't live to regret this. Inril is the oldest member of the council. She's also the most willing to listen. But you have to show her some respect. Let her speak. Respond only when spoken to. That's all I can think of. Over there.
I don't remember the last time I talked to an outsider. Killed one, sure, I do that all the time. But talk, that's a new one for me. I was born and bred in these woods, never ventured outside its borders. Always wondered what was out there. You don't honestly believe you can do that, do you? My people made a vow to protect this citadel long before I was born. We get to see bright skies and clear water. I've only heard stories about such things. Listen.
Good news. The council has agreed to meet with you. The council will see you, but this won't be easy. You have one chance to convince them, so make sure you put your best foot forward. My people, our future, depends on it. We can't continue to be...
Hey, yeah, sorry for cutting that off, but I just figured something out. It's like pretty cool thing. So,
Dealing with the council can be tricky. Individuals, each with his or her own idiosyncrasies. They are devoted to Molag Bal and our oath of servitude. It won't be easy to convince them to break those ancient promises. You can't fail. You just can't. Were the Shadow Walkers down here helpful? Do you need to talk to them again? When you're ready, just use the portal behind me. Present...
This is a great privilege allowing you to stand here. Never before has an outsider been permitted to set foot on this platform. My daughter, however, was insistent that we speak with you. We shall hear what you have to say. Yes, we have sworn to protect the passage that leads to the tower known as the Lightless Oubliette. In exchange, we have been given the gift of shadow walking. When our contract is fulfilled, the Daedric Prince shall send us back to Valenwood. Well, yes, we still await our day of release. Hundreds of years, however, do not mean much in a place where lives are measured in eternity. What makes you think Molag Bal will break our agreement? You have a wit about you, and your words have given me much to consider. Have a care, though. Valenwood was once my home. Speak to the other elders while I think about this.
You poor child. Dealing with those disgusting lamias as you navigated the moonless walk must have been so unnerving. Such horrible creatures. Now, sad little Farinil mentioned that you bring us news from Nirn. What is it? Such terrible news. But how can I know that what you say is true? It makes no sense. Why would Molag Bal destroy our beautiful and beloved Valenwood? The poor animals that roam the Valenwood, the people, I shall consider what you have told me and pray for an end to the pain and suffering. Thank you for sharing this news with me.
You have accomplished much, outsider. Survived the moonless walk, performed an honored deed. Well done. I shall listen to your words and consider them with great respect. I promise you this much at least. Now, tell me, why are you here? You must understand. To simply accept the word of an outsider, to turn our backs on everything we believe. You ask much, stranger. Still, Farinil has been insistent about the very same concern. Tell me something to sway my opinion. Such disrespect! I have never allowed anyone to speak to me in this manner. Still, your words concern me. I shall consider what you have said, but I do not wish to speak with you anymore. Please, leave me.
Spew forth your lies and be quick about it. I have a great... That annoying Farinil has convinced you of her fables, hasn't she? I tire of this. I require neither your pity nor your condolences. I have listened to your words. While...
We have heard enough. Use the portal and return to my daughter's side. You have given us much to discuss, outsider.
You're back. Tell me everything. Did it go well? Of course they are. That's what the council does. Sometimes I think that's all they ever do. Of course you did. I know you did. Now we're just...
Outsider, step forth and hear the decision of... The council has discussed what you told us. Debated your words from every angle. Even the council can no longer ignore the truth happening around us. For too long we obeyed our vows and waited for a reward that will never be granted. Should we continue on our path? Even after Valenwood is destroyed? It means that your argument has convinced us. I sent runners to unlock the ruined passage that leads to the tower. My daughter...
What did my father say? Did you convince them? Yes, you did it. You really did it. I've tried for so long to convince them, and now we can finally leave this wretched place. I can look upon a real sky. What did my father tell you to do? When the council finally makes a decision, they act with speed and certainty. I suggest you head for the door to the ruined passage as quickly as you can.
Bring the crystal with you. You will need it to free me from my bonds. I have waited for centuries. And waited, and the Radiant One knows many things. She knew that one day the city she plunged into Cold Harbor would serve her purpose. At first, she thought I would fulfill that prophecy. I knew you were the one I was waiting for. Molag Bal locked me away for a reason. He feared. You made it this far, just as I had predicted. I am glad to see that my calculations were... I was captured shortly after Meridia pushed her city into this dread realm. This prison relies on darkness. Early on, I almost broke free. Now, Molag Bal shapes the darkness itself to bind me, suppressing my attempts to Molag Bal has trapped me within a pillar of darkness, infused with his own vile energy. To reach me, you must first unlock the prison door. Molag Bal uses crystalline... I am the last alien king. In our ancient language, my name means ruler in dark times. I can imagine I am a servant of Meridia, her master tactician and strategist. To reach me, I am the... Enter the library and collect the Mind Shadow Crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance. Enter the frozen alcove and collect the flame shadow crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance. Enter the garden and collect the life shadow crystal. Then place it on the central dais at the entrance. Well done, my friend. Now, enter the oubliette and set me free. done well to make it this far. But there is still more to do to set me free. My body is imprisoned within a pillar of darkness, generated by the ebon shards to each side. freedom at long last. My calculations suggested that you had a slightly better chance to fail rather than to succeed. I suspect, though... No? A little weary, perhaps, but not injured. My mind remains... Agreed. Allow me to create a portal to Meridia's city. This portal leads to the Hollow City. We shall talk again when we are safely inside its walls.
You! Tharn wants to speak to you! Go to the Volklagard Mages Guild! Quick! Quick!
I have barely set foot within these hallowed walls, and I already feel... I must take stock of our assets and resources. Determine just how much might we can bring to bear. Only then can... Soldiers. The ones who call themselves the Fighters Guild. They seem... No leader? Well, that is an unacceptable situation.
The pieces begin to fall into place. With the King's aid, small groups have trickled in since your departure. The warriors inside seem to be under the protection of... The pieces begin... Small group...
Smashing! So glad you could join us. Welcome to the Fighters Guild, which is rather a mundane name. Actually, it was Honor who found...
How would one
Trump
find
Kennedy, 2021. What is that shirt?
Ready? 2, 3. What? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a... Okay, people, hear me out. Remember this trend? Make me your Aphrodite. Oh, make me your one and only. Okay, that with this. Make me your Aphrodite. Oh, make me your one and only. Let me know.
How could I ever do an interview about him like that? Start crying. He had this guy know. They had this. I didn't know I was the one.
Well, you were a specimen.
Things more than that to be a fighter. Yeah, it's talking about my character and my discipline, and I didn't know what discipline was, so he explained to that. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Mike, did you love him or you were afraid of him?
Both.
Really?
Yeah.
Both. How did you reconcile that? Loving him and being afraid of him?
How do you reconcile that? You're his slave. If he told me to kill you, I would kill you.
Really?
Yeah. Listen.
Right.
This is disrespectful. My fight, I beat you. Stop punching you.
Right. Okay.
So, I said I dedicate my life to for that. I wish I could say he's just this white man I played. I wish I could say that.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm. You miss him to this day? Do you think, Mike, that if he had lived, that your life would have been different?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Really?
No doubt.
What do you credit that to? Your mental clarity?
I attribute that to, first of all, God. No question about that. For me, this is my own personal means of trying to explain or articulate. It is God. I mean, I was in a brutal sport for over 40 years. And to have come out somewhat unscathed is truly a I mean, I've done all those things. I'm from the cocaine to I'm an alcoholic. I mean, those things I would never say because I was trying to take care of myself and a publicist. But I talk about these things because you know why? Because they help other people. You help other people. I wrote a book back in 2011, I think it was. And I talked about sexual child abuse. I talked about being an alcoholic and all these things I would never tell because I was Sugar Ray Leonard. I was the best, and I was strong. I was vulnerable. But now, I talk about these things because I can help someone else.
Yeah, no question. No question. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's just beautiful that you came to this place in your life. We all come to this place in our life, and I guess it has to do with our mortality. So wait, do we want to know? Do we really believe that we're going to see God after we die? And if He sees us, is He going to be all right then with what He saw in my lifetime? And I know that's some nigga bullshit sometimes, but when I see you, I don't see that. I see somebody when I'm 12 years old. I saw you fight Wilfredo Benitez. I was locked up. What was that in 79?
79, yes.
I'm locked up, so when I'm 13 years old, I'm locked up in juvenile. I'm watching the fight. He wants the title, but he's fighting the man. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting the guy who's champion of the world at 17, not amateur, professional. So when he's probably 21 now, fighting you, right? And he fight. I can't even talk.
No, Mike. I mean, I love you, man, and I support you.
Oh, no, it's biting me so fucking much. I saw you fight to Red. You changed my life. I just want to be. This fucking thing, nigga. Who are you? Man, I think you know, Bonnie, nigga. I love you. I've been jealous of you all my life, nigga, because you're so beautiful. You stupid. You don't even understand, man. You know, and put me in moral to me. You know, I saw you lose your macho. It didn't even affect me. That wasn't you. That wasn't you. I didn't even cry. It didn't even bother me. That ain't the shit to daddy. See, I shouldn't be on this because I'm in love with fighters. Because this is what fighters did to me. Look at my shit. This is what fighters did for me. This is my shit. You know my show, nigga.
Yes, I am.
So when I see you, I love you. I almost, it's like I worship you, nigga. I think that ran all the after you came back throwing, you were throwing punches, and I'm an exponent of the art of fighting. You were throwing punches. I learned from the master, my master, my mentor. You were throwing punches, you were throwing combinations. And the art of punches, when you could throw two punches that sound like one, you would throw punches, you can hear them, they were two, but they sound like fucking one punch. Oh, they don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand the art of fighting, they know what I'm saying. You do two punches that sound like one. You know how magnificent your speed has to be for that? That you don't even know that about fighting, do you? That didn't even come to your mind to make two punches sound like one. The ultimate knockout
This one
punch.
hears the strangeness, and South Point has ended. Seems that Daedric Prince was involved.
You believe all you hear. A Daedric Prince? Did your sister see a clutch of butterflies when she was there?
Believe what you like. I'm glad things have gone down there.
Napoleon, I knew them all. I read them all. I studied them all. I know the art of fight. I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring. Because I was annihilated. That's all I was born for. Now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you be with me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss them. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just, he think I'm scared of him. I'm aware that a lot of people next to me watch me and may look up to me and think I'm a certain kind of good guy, but they have to understand that I'm not worthy of praise. Only God is worthy of praise. And they do these things. I look at YouTube and I see guys have Mike Tyson Immortal, Mike Tyson God, and I'm not worthy of that.
You are, Mike.
Hey, stop. I know me. You can think what you want, but I know. Not for somebody to praise me and say no. I'm always just Mike. I was one of those people that worship people because I had nothing. Imagine how low I had to be to worship a nothing. Somebody that's nothing, and I worship them.
Well, I think you've seen that to the utmost, that anyone can do anything that they do.
And when I did the toe the last time, all I did was, my whole life was telling me that when I die, all I'm gonna do is apologize. I felt all the pain I ever caused somebody. All the pain I ever caused people in my journey in this world. I didn't see anybody that felt the pain. I couldn't apologize enough. I was so happy that I woke up, you know.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be... I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. By now, it should be clear your prophet emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault. Granted, Minamako can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the amulet. You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the Soul Burst. Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original 5. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense. In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. He was captured by Minimako's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held. Minamako keeps his most secret documents in a hidden lair of Daedric cultists deep within the Grotwood, in the ruins of Wormroot Depths. We must travel there and search for clues. Remember, Wormroot Depths, Grotwood. I'll meet you inside. If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can...
The savior of Skywatch. The Heritance training camp crushed. Now, I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is worth steering clear.